Hello, my name is Father Dowry Mary. Thank you for joining us for this 33 days preparation for consecration to Jesus through Mary, using the companion developed by Father Michael Gately. As we prayerfully prepare for the historic rededication of England as the Dowry of Mary, we invite you to join us each day for a short reflection and prayer. Day 7. A sure, prompt and certain way to holiness. For the last 2 days, we've learned about some of the beautiful benefits of being totally consecrated to Jesus through Mary. Benefits both to ourselves and to those who are dearest to us. Today, on this, the final day of meditation on the teaching of St. Louis-Marie de Montfort, we're going to focus on other benefits of Marian consecration. Specifically, we're going to learn about how Marian consecration is a succinct and certain way to holiness. As we read about this, we should keep in mind that the gift of those benefits doesn't entitle us to begin taking things easy in regard to our daily life of faith. Rather, when we see God's generosity in giving us such a great gift as Marian consecration, we should strive all the more ardently to live it out and to grow in holiness. Let's start with the quick and easy part. The way of consecration to Jesus through Mary is a succinct and straightforward path to holiness. And what is holiness? Dying to self. This definitely is not easy. Still, Marian consecration quickly helps to smooth the path to holiness of life, which is otherwise, by its very nature, a long and arduous thing to do. St. Louis introduces this way as follows. As there are secrets of nature by which natural operations are performed more easily, in a short time and at little cost, so also are there secrets in the order of grace, by which supernatural operations, such as ridding ourselves of self, filling ourselves with God, and becoming perfect, are performed more easily. So, how do we follow this simple and speedy way? By giving ourselves to Jesus through Mary. Mary leads us to Jesus and makes the road to holiness quick and easy, even though she doesn't take away our crosses. In fact, those who are particularly beloved by Mary often have more crosses than others, but Mary makes the crosses sweet and light. It is quite true that the most faithful servants of the Blessed Virgin, being also her very dearest, receive from her the greatest graces and favours of heaven, which come in the form of crosses. But I maintain that it is also the servants of Mary who carry these crosses with more ease, more merit, and more glory. That which would stay in the progress of another 1,000 times over, or perhaps would make him fall, does not once stop their steps, but rather enables them to advance, because that good mother, all full of grace and of the unction of the Holy Spirit, prepares her servants' crosses with so much maternal sweetness and pure love as to make them gladly acceptable, no matter how bitter they may be in and of themselves. It's just as a person would not be able to eat unripe fruits without a great deal of effort, which you could hardly keep up unless they had been preserved in sugar. We make more progress in a brief period of submission and dependence on Mary than in whole years of following our own will and relying upon ourselves. By this practice, faithfully observed, a soul will give Jesus more glory in a month than by any other practice, however difficult, undertaken over many years. True devotees of Mary have such a faculty in carrying the yoke of Jesus Christ that they feel almost nothing of its weight. So, the way of Marian consecration is truly quick and easy, relatively speaking. As St. Louis says elsewhere, it's like the difference between a sculptor who makes a statue through long weeks of hard labour, hammering away with a chisel, and another artist who makes the same statue quickly and easily by using a mould. Mary is the mould that forms us most perfectly, quickly, and easily into other images of Christ. We'll now close these reflections on the wonderful benefits of Marian consecration by letting St. Louis Marie de Montfort describe how this way is also a secure path, meaning that as we walk it, we are particularly protected from and defended against evil. Mary puts herself around her true children and accompanies them like an army in battle array. Shall a man who has an army of 100,000 soldiers around him fear his enemies? A faithful servant of Mary, surrounded by her protection, still has less to fear. This good mother would rather dispatch battalions of millions of angels to assist one of her servants than it should ever be said that a faithful servant of Mary who trusted in her had had to succumb to the malice, the number and the vehemence of his enemies. We'll end with today's prayer. Come, Holy Spirit, living in Mary, help me to praise you for such a quick, easy, pleasant and secure path to holiness.